Hey boos, in this video, I give commentary based on my opinion. Nothing is to be taken as factual. We are just here to have conversation. We don't expose and we don't sip tea on this channel. I'm giving you real talk straight, no chaser. Let's see if you can handle it.
Cause I'm a boss. Oh, hell no.
Hi guys, it's Yoni and I'm back with another video. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the average at best woman who went viral behind a dating coach who basically belittled her on camera. Now, a lot of people want to make the focus about what he said, and what he said is true. However, it was in the way that he said what he said that was the real issue. But I'm not going to get into that today. Today's video, I'm going to be reacting to an interview that was done, and it was done by a matchmaking company couple out of North Carolina, Charlotte. I think they're called Real Black Love or something like that, but they are known for matchmaking. So she sat down and she did an interview with them, and I wanted to react to this interview. But before we get into today's video, don't be getting mad at me, okay? This is like a little hair tutorial. It's only gonna be like maybe 2 minutes. But this video is sponsored by Todayonly Hair. And they sent me a headband wig. Let's go ahead and get into this sponsorship, and then I'll be back for the remainder of my commentary. So today's video is sponsored by Todayonly Hair. And I use this Revlon color box. And I ended up putting on the hair for about like, I don't know, an hour. I just wanted it to be like a light brown. I didn't want it to be too light because I wanted it to still match my edges, but I just wanted something a little bit different. I feel like I'm always doing black, so I did a light brown this time. I probably could have went lighter, but I played it safe. So I'm just gonna put the headband on, and yeah, this pretty much completes this sponsorship. Not too long, just about a minute or so. So I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of slow-mo action, but this is a headband wig. It's kinky curly, it's 26 inches, and it is just gorgeous. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. And I love the curls because it's just so effortless, and you can do so much with it, and you don't have to do too much. So I'm gonna give you guys a little slow-mo action, and then we'll get back into today's video. Before I get into today's reaction video, I do want to address this really quick. So I took a break from YouTube because there was just a lot of drama going on, and I don't have time, okay? I got things to do, people to see. Even in the middle of a pandemic, I don't have time to go back and forth with people on the internet. I saw videos that were being made about me, other bloggers, and to be honest, at the end of the day, like, I don't care, okay? And the reason I don't care, because at the end of the day, it's all about the betterment of black women. That's why I make the content that I make. If you have an issue with the content that I make, then you don't want to see black women win, because that is the core of why I make the content that I make. I don't tend to focus on black men because I don't know through and through their issues. They have every right to come on this platform and talk about things that they go through. If it doesn't pertain to me, if it doesn't sound like a characteristic, or if it doesn't sound like something I would do, they're not talking about me. The same should go for my content. If you are a black man, you're doing what you need to do within your community, within your household, within your family. My content just is not about you, but I do feel like we need to address some things within the black community. We need to address some things within the black woman's social dynamic and things like that in order for us to create a better community. Whether you want to be a part of Blackistanian or not. Me personally, I'm not, because I'm not out here advocating for the collective of black men. Why? I don't know all black men, and not all black men are good people. That's just the reality of the situation. So when I come on this platform, I like to address issues. That's why I make the content that I make. A lot of you guys come on here and say, oh, you guys should sort of focus on the negative. When you address things that are going on within the community, within the social group of black women, it's not going to be the most positive, but it still needs to be talked about. It still needs to be addressed. It needs to be highlighted so that we can make change. That's the whole reason why we make the content that we make. Go ahead.
Am I interrupting? Like, you filming?
Yeah, I'm filming.
Oh, damn, my bad, bro. I just wanted you to see if this works or not. Does it work?
I like it. I like that a lot.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Alright, good. I was making sure I would be out here looking suck.
No, it does not. It looks very, very masculine, but I like it. People try to dismiss other people's experiences because at the end of the day, we're all people. We have them, just like we all have opinions. A lot of our opinions are created through the experiences that we have or through things that we have witnessed. So at the end of the day, depending on your experiences, everyone's opinions are going to be different, but I don't feel like we should just easily dismiss people. Also, when I post certain people on my platform, I don't always agree with them 100%. I tend to focus on the message. I don't care. I'm a very spiritual person. I believe a homeless person can be an angel and they can relay a message to you that you needed to hear. So I don't just dismiss people all because of how they look, all because of how they talk, all because of how they package themselves and try to relay their message to me. If it's something that makes sense and it resonates with my life and my calling and my purpose, I'm going to take the message for what it is, because I feel like that is spirit channeling a message that I needed to hear for my life, my purpose, and my calling. So I tend to post people on this platform that I don't really agree with every little thing. Like, I got a lot of comments under my last video talking about I'm mad at Kevin Samuels, but then I praise Derek Jackson. I don't praise people that I don't know on a personal level, and that includes celebrities. So if I don't know you on a personal level, I don't cape for you because I don't know you on a personal level. I may vouch for you when it comes to certain things, but I can't really cape to the core because possibilities are there. Possibilities of things that I don't know about are there. But that's just me. I don't cape for people I don't know on a personal level. The world is getting crazier every day. I hold people to the same standards that I hold myself. And if you have an issue with that, then you have an issue with my standards. And that's fine. But I have my standards, and I don't hold people to standards that I don't hold myself to first. That includes black men and other black women. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into today's reaction video.
Today we're in for a special treat. We're doing pop-up match for the first time ever. In person. Just as far as like your preference, describe your ideal man to me. Oh, my ideal man will be one, have a good character, two, is a good father, a masculine man, someone who's self-driven, who has vision, ambitious, and who has tenacity. He said masculine. What's masculine to you? Masculine is not necessarily a physical trait, but has core values of a traditional man and traditional roles. Someone who's a problem solver, someone who is who has that desire to want more out of life. I have that desire to want more out of life, live my best life, and I want someone who has that desire to. I don't want to be with a partner where, like, hey, you should start your own business. You should do this to better our life. Like, and then I feel like I'm being a mother to them, or they may feel like I'm being a mother to them. So I can't give somebody that drive. So I figure that I need somebody who already have that's self-driven. So I take it that like one of your red flags would be lack of communication. Tell me some other red flags. It's like, oh my gosh, this is a turn off. I don't like men that are like this. I don't like this. Any red flags? I would say men who horsemen who are jealous.
Ooh, that's a girl.
But also,
so far, I don't hear anything ridiculous. Like, a lot of these men were dragging this woman, but we already knew the truth. Us as black women, we already knew the truth. We already knew this woman wasn't asking for too much. Of course we knew that. Of course she was being told, or she was being labeled as asking too much, or asking for something that was not in her sector based off of how she looks. But in reality, she's not asking for too much. I haven't heard anything really shallow come out of this lady's mouth yet. I mean, she has characteristic traits that every woman should have when it comes to her standards. I don't feel like she's asking for too much. I haven't heard materialism come up in this conversation yet. So I'm confused why she was being dragged for asking for too much. But this is typical. This is so typical. A black woman wanting the best for herself and people finding an issue with that. When you start a level up journey, please understand that people are going to hate you. Why? Because people are going to be threatened by the things that you want and by the things that you are accomplishing is part of it. But you really have to block all of that out because people gonna hate and really focus on yourself. Why? Because you have self-love and you want the best for yourself. That's why. And the fact that this woman is saying her number one red flag are men who are jealous, that's basically what we saw on this app when this clip of her went viral. Men who were jealous of the fact that she wanted something of quality where she was in life, being so well off, making six figures, most likely a homeowner. Even though she does have a teenage son, he's going to be out the house in a few years. This is a woman that's not asking for too much at her age at all. This is just a woman that wants a good man, and I don't feel like there's anything wrong with that.
Someone who's comfortable with lack. So like that poverty mentality. Yeah. Can't get down with that. I got you. Just in a box, like, don't think outside the box. I got you. As far as like dating, tell me what your I guess we're independent right now. So how would your ideal pandemic date go? My ideal date would be a good meat, good wine,
of course,
and Jasmine. Okay. In your spare time, what do you like to do around town? This is a place called Wine by Design, and you get to paint and create with your wine. So I love doing that when I need my time. Do you ever hang out with your girlfriends or go out? Sometimes, not too much. Okay, especially not this week. Right. Okay. You like to travel? I would love to travel. Where? I love seeing the cultures and learning the things, trying to do. So anything involved there. Okay. Gotcha. Got your passport? I do. Okay. Ready to get out. Probably go somewhere that got lower COVID numbers. Right? Okay.
Yes.
Where's the last place that you were? Mexico. Oh, yeah, Mexico. Cancun. Ah, that sounds delightful. That was actually a girl trip. So, yeah.
Oh.
Okay. That's cool. That's cool. Tell me what
She sounds like a sweet girl.
Your exes and ask them what's one good thing about Jessica and what's one major bad thing about Jessica. What would they tell? Well, they'll say that I'm loyal, and they'll probably say that honestly, if I have an issue in a relationship, a lot of times I don't express it, especially if I feel like it's going to cause conflict, because I don't like confrontation. Like, I try to avoid it if I can, and I hold it in, so they kind of got to push back.
So she's not angry either. Interesting. She doesn't even like confrontation, to where she allows things to slide because she does not like confrontation, which is not a good thing, you guys. You need to learn how to confront someone, but not confront them out of anger. Confront them out of love and out of self-love for yourself. So don't step to a person with an attitude, but sometimes you do have to check people out of love, not out of anger though. Like, it's out of self-love for yourself, because if you don't speak up, if you don't say anything, then they're gonna walk all over you and they're stepping over your boundaries. So you do have to speak up and confront people sometimes, because if you don't, they're gonna assume that what they're doing is okay, even though it may be disrespectful to you. So she's not the stereotype, but again, we knew this.
What's wrong and kind of dive a little bit deep. But there's something I'm working on, I realize. So what was your last relationship? When did that end? My last relationship was 2 years ago. And it lasted for almost 2 years. Okay. So you took some time out of the dating before you decided to come back, or? Yeah. When I put myself out there, a lot of times, if it don't go my way or don't go right, I'm like, let me just put dating on the back burner. Let me focus back on my career. So I think in between relationships, I spend a lot of time really not even going back out there and seeing the test of waters.
So whenever we was watching the video, and a lot of other professionals who work in the field, they kind of came to the same conclusion that, you really weren't really being heard, everything that you was after and kind of the reasoning why. Just tell me briefly, like, what was the whole conversation around, like, you wanted a guy that was high earning and making six figures? Why was that important or seemed to be highlighted?
She didn't want to get used. I already know the answer.
I would say his narrative is he's a six-figure income guy, and he's giving, that's his main thing. But my thing was too, one is I make six figures myself. I think me wanting somebody to make six figures minimum is not that much.
No, it's not.
It's not a lot. It's not a millionaire.
She wants someone on her level.
Simply saying I want my equal. Because what I learned in my past is if I date down, then I'm paying for it. All of a sudden now I'm paying for it.
Thank you.
All of a sudden now I got it.
So those are experiences that you went through.
Yeah, that hinders me, and I felt like, if I wasn't in those positions, I could be a lot further along because, as Black women, we're taught to be that ride or die chick and to hold him down till he get his rapping career off, or till he get this, off. And I'm like, I'm tired of that.
You're a struggler. You got struggle.
I'm over it.
You know what makes me mad about this? Is that this woman was dragged all over Instagram as if she was like this materialistic, average at best woman. She has been through the ringer with men and she just wants someone that's on her level. That's it. She's not asking for too much. And she's tired of getting used. That's why majority of women now are saying, I don't want to date broke men. It's not because they feel that they need a Birkin bag that costs $20,000. It's the simple fact that some of us have been used. I know I have. So I will scream from the mountaintop, I don't date broke men. Not because I want a Birkin bag. It's because I don't want a man using me. So she's been used. She's been paying for dates. I bought groceries one time like a dummy. I bought groceries. So when I come here on this platform, I like to give commentary based off of my experience. I've been used by a Dusty. He happened to be black. That's my experience. So I don't see anything wrong with what she's asking for. Like, this is honestly ridiculous. This is ridiculous. But men can come on here and talk about what they want. But as soon as a woman does it and she's not attractive enough to them, then all of a sudden she's asking for too much.
I want to be somebody on my level who share traditional core values that I do, and I feel like that's what's going to make me happy.
Right. So you weren't asking for a millionaire, which I didn't think you were. You were just looking for someone who was like financially stable.
Yeah. And also, I didn't say the other traits, which I thought was common sense, which was core values and good character, good father. Of course, all that. But outside of that, I want this.
You know what they say?
But
common sense ain't always common.
Common sense is not so common no more.
And I think the interpersonal skills, substance, that doesn't get talked about.
Substance.
And that is important. That's one thing that we preach over and over with matchmaking, like trying to get down to the core of understanding that person, what interpersonal skills really stand out as far as what you're attracted to, knowing yourself, knowing how you communicate, knowing what type of people can motivate and encourage you, and then the people that you're wanting to motivate and encourage as well. Another thing in that video that really stood out to everyone was the rate yourself part.
Yeah.
If you could go back over again and rate yourself, tell me how would you do it?
You better say a 10, sis. You better say a 10.
I will rate myself all around. Looks,
my characteristic, who I am as a person, and with all that said, I would say TV.
Right. Thank you.
But he was saying just looks, and I was trying to entertain his logic or whatever he was saying. And a lot of part that people didn't hear is he said that if Beyonce was an 8 and you can't use 7, what do you rate yourself? I mean, I think Beyonce is a 10.
Right.
But since she's an 8 and I can't use 7, I guess I say 6. And I feel like, you know, when we wake up as women, we're average and we, you know, put ourselves together. Did he really rate Beyonce?
Because I know I'm average.
What is he?
Listen, I know I'm average when I wake up. I'm regular, degular, smangler, okay? I'm out here looking like Calvin Cambridge from Like Mike. Somebody gonna love me, though. I'm loved. What am I saying? I'm loved. So, I'm definitely average when I wake up. What woman isn't?
Yeah, was he on? I don't know. Okay, I understand that logic because the way it painted it out seemed like,
Right.
you know, you were someone who had low self-esteem. And
Right.
when it's taken out of context like that, then it definitely paints it to like, you know, you have low self-esteem. Your energy, your vibe, you're very confident woman. You give off that aura. So I don't think that rating system was a fair reflection of who you are. And I think to try to put a whole person on a 1 to 10 scale anyways, kind of, you know. Yeah. Yeah, like they don't do the fuck or something. Right. Right. And I mean, I definitely think I'm a confident woman, but when I was put on that platform, and then I looked at my phone and I see my face plastered up there. And you wasn't expecting that. I didn't know my face was up there. And I can tell that he was trying to push me.
Yep.
And I could tell he wanted me to be that angry black girl.
Yep.
Right? I wasn't going to give him that.
Right.
Plus, my personality, I try to avoid conversation. So, it's just...
She's such a nice girl.
I didn't want to. And I was caught off guard, and it was like... I mean, I commend you. I commend you for not hanging up. I commend you for not going off and not being that stereotype.
Thank you, sis. We appreciate you and we love you, sis, for that.
A lot of people kind of they saw you and they saw someone special.
Yep.
The people who have the intelligence to recognize special people when you see them, you are a good thing. If any man finds you, he's found a wife. You know, our show isn't about Kevin. Our show is about Jessica. Our show is about pop-up match where we take the time to figure out who you are. We take the time to figure out what Jessica likes. Because I guarantee you right now, it's some man that's sitting in his living room, rubbing his feet together, eating cereal by himself. That he does every single night, especially since quarantine's happened. And he's looking for a woman that is loyal and driven and hardworking and kind and a good nurturer. So should that man be out there just interested in starting something serious with a woman that is heavily invested in herself, you know, reach out to her because, you know, good thing don't last single out here for long. So let's hop to it.
So when it comes to this video, there are some things that we can learn. First off, when you are on a level up journey, please understand you're going to get hated on. And men are going to try to talk you out of your new standards. So you have to stay strong. And how can you stay strong? Your confidence. Your confidence comes from a place of self-love and healing. So it's not even that you are confident, it's the fact that your confidence comes from a place of healing, meaning you've healed from your trauma, you've healed from your past, you're not bitter. And so now that you've came out of that and you've worked on yourself, you've done the internal work, you have this newfound confidence because you're healed. And so when men try to step to you or they try to get at you like, oh, your standards are too much, you are going to stand your ground and you're going to be confident in why you have the standards that you have because you've done the work. A lot of men try to make it seem like she was asking for too much, as if this is a woman who hasn't done the work. This is a woman that's done the work. This is a woman that took 2 years out. She focused on her career, but it sounds like she also focused on herself. So So this video, this interview, this video that I'm recording is probably not going to get a lot of views because, of course, it's too positive for folks. It's not filled with drama. You don't hear no cussing. You don't hear any derogatory comments or anything. She's not being dragged. So, of course, this video is not going to get that much love because it shows her in a positive light. But we live in a society that loves negativity. They love it. And they hate the truth. That's what I feel like we can learn is when you do the internal work, you're going to develop this newfound confidence about yourself because it comes from healing. And it's such a beautiful thing. And I really advise that you guys heal, then put yourself out here to date. And it was very clear that the dating coach was trying to belittle her and bait her so he could degrade her basically, and that's what happened. So she was being too nice, and the reason why she was being too nice is because she's not a confrontational person. I'm not a confrontational person, but through therapy I'm learning that I need to confront people out of love, not out of anger, not out of spite, and not out of bitterness, but out of love. You can confront people out of love. It doesn't have to be a place from anger. This video put a lot of things into perspective for me. I'm really happy for Jessica. I feel like the silver lining in all of this is that most likely she's going to find a man that truly wants her for who she is. I personally was trying to find this girl and reach out to her, but I'm glad that she linked up with, I think it's called Real Black Love. They're like I'll put their Instagram down below in the description box. What's it called? They're called Real Black Love on Instagram. I'll make sure to put all their information down below in the description box, but you should check them out. And also make sure you check out Todayonly Hair. All information and links will be left down below in the description box. So that's all that I have regarding this video. I would love your thoughts and opinions, so make sure you comment them down below. Do you feel like Jessica is asking for too much? Comment down below. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions. This is Real with Yoni, and I will see you guys in my next video.